We are recording now.
Okay, so I'm gonna call to order our legislative PABEA meeting at 9:38. This is May 1st. And can you take?
Yes.
Okay,
So roll call, Poki Balaz, absent. William Kanaka, absent. Stephen Lung,
Here.
thank you. Sarah Maderos,
Here.
thank you. Shelley Ogata,
Here.
thank you. Susie Schulberg, I think is absent. Marilyn Seeley,
Here.
thank you. Barbara Service. And I know I saw
Sorry,
Barbara.
here.
Okay,
I
thank
was
you,
on
Barbara.
mute, sorry.
Gary Simon. Don't see him yet. And Chair Rick Tabor.
here. What's that? Zoom?
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
And then we have community members Charlene Iboshi.
Hello.
Thank you. Joanne Kealoha is on the phone via Zoom. And we had asked earlier the phone number, and so that was Joanne. So acknowledging that Joanne Kealoha is here.
Oh, I am here. Sorry.
Thank you, Joanne. Roberta Murray.
Here.
Thank you. Kathy Wyatt. Absent. Sarah Yuan.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Emily Ishida, Kawio Nalani, Rowana Dagdag Andaya. Rowana, are you joining us?
I'm here and then I gotta go down.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. And then Derek Ariyoshi, absent. I think they're in the meeting again.
We saw him earlier.
Okay, so they're meeting downstairs. And then I believe Caroline Kadirao, director, EOA director, is going to be joining us, and then myself, Christina Valenzuela. And you have,
Did you get your?
yes,
Okay.
yes, and you have quorum.
Okay. Thank you, Christina. Okay, so to open, I don't know if we reviewed this last time, and we've had kind of a juggled schedule here a little bit. We want to just point out that we're recording and to stay professional and follow decorum. And as far as political or opinions or views of what's going on out there, which is plenty of things, we need to leave that outside of here, from outside of recordings. So while we're meeting, we're just going to focus on legislative stuff here today. Caroline will talk more on PABEA about the professional decorum, rules of decorum, I guess that's what we're calling it. So leave it at that. I guess I got clarification. We did finish with the February minutes. So I need everybody had a chance to look at the March 6th minutes. Can I get an approval to motion to approve or?
Sure.
Okay,
Sarah moves to approve the minutes, Mark.
all right. In a second,
Second.
okay,
Any objections?
okay. Any discussion, any further discussion on those? All in favor of approving, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
anyone opposed? Hearing none, okay, that's approved. Old business. So we tabled Kapuna Aloha HB 1973. Is that still being? So
Yeah.
you guys, we have a strange day today. I'm sure you're aware. Many of the bills were put off and are being heard today. And we'll go over that schedule in a little bit, but that gives us kind of an interesting situation today. And this is conference hearing, and we'll talk about that schedule. But first, I'm gonna go right down our list here. And Christina,
Yeah.
welcome back. I really
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And so I did look, I guess.
I can give an update on the HB 1973.
Pull up my stuff too.
So it was scheduled yesterday for conference committee at 4 p.m. It was reconvened again for today at 3:45 p.m. in room 329. So the committees do have agreement on a measure, but they're waiting on the appropriation, which in the bill, it's requesting $2 million. So they received clearance from Finance Committee, but not yet from Ways and Means. So at the time, I think they were still awaiting with the budget, so. But the budget was, the state budget, HB 1800, was finalized yesterday. They said that they did finish it at the conference committee meeting at 11:30 a.m. yesterday. But they were just finishing kind of proofing, editing, and then they were going to announce kind of the different line items in the budget bill at 7 p.m. last night.
Okay,
So the bills that are scheduled to be for conference committee meeting today that are reconvened should hopefully know by today whether they have clearance for if there's an appropriation tied to their bill.
well, the final decking for fiscal, as you can see in the minutes, was
But
made.
don't quote me, should know.
Yeah, so Christina, so if today is the final day for the fiscal
Yes,
decking, could that be continued because of the delays, or is it absolutely hard fast that today is it?
I think, yeah, it's pretty much hard fast
Yeah.
that, I think for the budget, there may be, and I don't know all the rules to all this, the protocols, but if the budget bill wasn't finished, they would be able to kind of extend the session. What that does to the other bills, I'm not so sure. But I think for some of the bills, they're already kind of pushing it over or deferring it. And then maybe revisiting next year for some of the
Okay.
bills. So that was from a couple of bills that I listened to, or meetings I listened to yesterday.
Okay,
So yeah, but I'm not sure, but they did finalize the budget bill, so, then this should be a hard deadline.
Yeah,
So with the
yeah.
budget finished, final decking, will be today. So basically, they have to, for fiscal bills, they have to file all of the bills, any documentations, with the committee clerk, I think it is. If not, that bill is gone, but
Okay,
I'm sure they'll file it if it
Okay.
gets approved.
so if they don't, I'm sorry, Sarah, if they don't get it to it, it's just dead.
So, yeah, likely by today, if they don't have clearance, like if there's an appropriation tied to it, if they don't get clearance, they're likely going to just defer it and suggest revisiting it for next year. So,
so die where it's at,
yeah.
and then we pick it up next year, which is,
Well,
Good.
is
Is
this
this
the
here?
first year? Is this the?
is this the second?
Second
This is-
year.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry.
yeah,
This
so
is-
Start
no,
over.
so it's reintroduced.
Start over.
So next year, any bills that die this year are dead. They're not gonna be reintroduced,
Okay.
they can be reintroduced next year, but it will be a totally different number, a new measure. Versus being sprung up to life
Okay.
again.
Carry over.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna suggest that, so at next time we meet and we debrief about what all happened and where things are at, then we could talk about how we go forward with that. Cause we'll have more knowledge. So that everything needs to be, so adjournment signed and die, it says May 8th, what's SINE? It says
Sindai, basically it's,
by May 8th.
That's the last-
that end.
Yeah.
End.
And then the governor then has, so he can decide what he's going to sign, veto, or just let pass into law.
Yeah.
And does that by, it says early to mid-July. Do we
Yeah.
actually have a date on that yet?
There may be a date already. It's usually like around July 10th, like last year, I think it was the 10th of July. So it's around that time.
Okay,
But I don't have it in front of me what the date is, but yes, it's already determined by now.
and then this is technically the last day of conference stuff, so this is kind of mute, but I did write it in here. So during the conference rules, I've already been asked to write an email to some legislators on things, but we don't give testimony.
Right.
And so,
Right.
but here we are now, so we're there already. I know, Sarah, you saw some stuff that we'll get to that too.
Okay.
So,
Just a point
Yeah.
of clarification, if you write an email,
yeah,
are we supposed to keep a copy? Do we supposed to send a copy to someone? Do we copy somebody on it? I've been writing them emails, but I haven't copied it.
well, I'm sure,
You can send it to me. If you're still, let's say, like you are assigned as the lead on the
Mhm.
bill and you send an email regarding, the Kapuna Rent Supplement
Right.
program, you can send that to me and I'll file that.
Okay.
And you mentioned I'm, on the
Yeah.
PABEA board. So,
Okay.
yeah.
it's nice to have it on record too, because if someone asks, right? One that I did is one that we're not actually covering. I'm doing it with Alzheimer's Association. That's the Hanai Memory Room, but I'm gonna send it to you anyway, just to have. Okay, so that's the conference stuff. Any questions on the conference? We're wrapping it up today, what goes forward. So then after what the governor then ends up signing in, sometimes we're invited to come over and join the signing. That's kind of fun to do. I know you guys have to fly in to do that stuff, but if it happens to be on a day that we're here for PABEA, which sometimes it does, it's really a nice thing to join. So we'll see how that plays out. Should I close that door? You want to talk about the other ones then? Caregiver tax credit? Or any questions on any of that? Okay. Hang on, close this.
And then, so caregiver tax credit, HB 1972, I'll give I guess just a brief update. Gary's not here, so Gary's the lead. HB 1972 was reconvened. There was agreement from the committee on a proposed CD1 version, which basically what they said was they're changing the start date to December 31st, 2029, which I think on the bill, it was originally December 31st, 2027, for it to start. So this in effect would, hold off. It wouldn't be effective until what, 3 years from now. And so Senator McKelvey said that he's hoping that this approach with changing the start date will get a release of the funds. So it's reconvened for today at 2 p.m. in room 329.
Okay. And the hearing loss state plan, so that's still alive, but that's being heard today. There was I never saw it, Christina. There was some modifications.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All I know is there was agreement on the measure.
Mhm.
They didn't say which versions they had agreement on. But they're just waiting on the appropriation clearance of $100,000. So they received clearance from Finance Committee, but not from Ways and Means.
Okay.
And it's reconvening today, 3:45 p.m. in room 329.
Okay. Kapuna rent supplement. That's today too, yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
So I didn't understand what notice of disagreement meant.
So when they assign the conference committees, the committees then take a look at it and they decide, oh, there's Bill. William Kanaka just entered.
All right.
I don't have my passport.
Oh, okay, well, you're here.
I didn't realize. TSA. I just had my license renewed this week, so I have a paper thing. They won't take that,
Oh,
You have a passport? That's why I just go to my room for a meeting.
Okay.
Since March.
Oh, okay. Well, join us. We're rolling along here.
Temporary Paper,
Holy smokes.
driver's license,
Wow.
TSA won't accept it. I have to fill out a form, I didn't know how to do it. There was a nice gentleman talking.
Wow. Well, welcome.
well, we're glad you're here,
Yeah.
that you're joining us, Bill.
Settle on in.
Okay, so we're talking about, So then when the conference, they basically decide, are they gonna agree on one version? So they're basically disagreeing on, the House disagrees with the Senate's version, the Senate disagrees with the House version. So then that's where they have to meet to decide on what the terms of the bill will be. So
So-
that's the conference disagreement. And so that means that they're not trying to just pass it along. So they still have to have conference committee.
It seemed like it was moving along very
No
nicely.
problem.
And
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the disagreement tends to be, especially if there's fiscal,
Yeah.
if there's money attached, is the money part. So,
And I would imagine they were still debating the budget, so they didn't really know. So maybe today now.
yeah, so they did say they have agreement on a CD1 version of the bill. And they're waiting for approval from most likely Ways and Means. And so
For the hearing loss
reconvened again
site plan.
today at 10:20 in room 224.
That's the hearing one?
No, that's
Rent supplement.
Kupuna rent supplement.
Okay. All right.
10 o'clock, is that?
Yes, 10:20 PM, AM, sorry.
And then first responder dementia training.
The first responder dementia training,
It is in disagreement, it says.
so yeah, at the time when this was, they're in disagreement, it looks like let's see. They do have agreement on a measure. This was as of yesterday. So they have agreement on a measure, but they're waiting on the money. So they received clearance from Finance Committee, but not from Ways and Means. It is reconvened again today for Conference Committee at 3:45 PM in room 329.
Yeah.
And I sent out a bunch of notices this morning, so I apologize for the all the emails that I sent. So there were some updates and also the notices.
Okay.
What bill was that, Christina?
First responder dementia training, HB 1976.
Thank you.
And then cryptocurrency ATM transactions, HB 2003, SB 2387.
Okay, so Gary's here.
Hey, Gary.
Actually, I will let Gary. So Gary just entered Zoom and Gary's the lead for the cryptocurrency ATM. So we'll give him a minute.
So I saw TV commercials for both the caregiver tax credit and the cryptocurrency in the last week. I don't know if you've seen that.
Great. Gary,
I
are you able to provide an update? We're going over the bills. Are you able to provide an update on the cryptocurrency ATM kiosk, Senate Bill 2387, and then HB 1642?
I am. There'll be Matsuyoshi got his way, and there'll be a ban on deposits
All right.
in kiosk. And what is the other one?
And is that in the HB 1642?
Yeah, I haven't. Well, they haven't come out yet, right? The committee reports or the CD. So I don't know the exact language.
And then what about Senate Bill 2387? Is that dead?
That is that's the same, right? Cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that is not necessarily dead because they could still resuscitate it if they wanted. When is the last day to call for conference?
today.
Today.
Yeah, they could still call, but yeah, that I don't think that's the vehicle. The vehicle is the HB, right?
Yeah,
The 1642.
Yeah.
So I watched, Gary, the conference committee meeting, and they
Mhm.
mentioned that Matayoshi mentioned that they were going with the HD1 version.
The HB
For HB 1642, yeah, which basically,
has the ban on deposits, right?
yeah, it bans any ownership, management, um, and like of having the digital transactions, so that cryptocurrency ATM kiosks. So if I think it was effective October 2026.
I don't
So
know.
that was on the HD1 version, so
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see,
yeah, the
because
final.
it'll be the CD1, right? That
Yeah, yeah, I'm waiting on the CD1 to see the final of version.
right.
What time is that today?
Oh, no,
Oh.
so there's no more conference.
That one's done.
We're just waiting on the CD1 to see what the final version of the bill is gonna be, so.
Okay,
Yeah, or even the committee report will be explicit.
Yeah.
okay. Anything else on either of those two, Gary?
No, thank you.
Okay. Any questions? Long-term care financing, HB
No.
1804, is
That was
that,
Maryland.
that's Marilyn?
Yeah.
Is she still here?
Yeah.
Marilyn, do you want to talk
Okay,
about the
I'm
long-term
here, I'm
care
here.
financing
Yeah,
briefly?
that was in, that's been in conference. Senate took out, in the Senate version, they took out the commission and they took out the guidelines for best practice for this. And so that's a great bone of contention, a contrition between the House and the Senate. So they were working on that as of yesterday, and I'm not sure what came of that, but major alterations to that bill, and we're just not sure. Everything, there was never any objection in all of the process. The money seems to be going, $100,000 seemed to be okay, but it was just at the end, they got into this major, disagreement from the House and the Senate over how they're going to do this and who's going to do it. So we're still waiting to hear on that, and I'm really not sure. I'm not really hopeful they're going to be able to work that out. So we'll see.
Okay,
It is reconvened today, Marilyn,
Yeah, I think so.
at, hang on.
oh,
Everything's at 3:45.
Yeah, 3:20. So
Yeah.
today, 3:20 and 3:29
Yeah.
in room
Okay,
329.
we'll be waiting to see with bated breath because the Senate version put this in EOA. I mean, this has major implications for the Executive Office on Aging. And so they put the responsibility at EOA, and there was a lot of contention about that because as a government agency, there's just a lot going on with that. So we'll see.
okay. So next we have family caregiver tax credit, HB 701, HD3, or SD2, SB 879.
Yeah, this was the 2025 version or bill.
Is that is, okay. Anything,
Gary, I think Gary was the lead on that.
Gary, anything on that one? Oh, that's same as,
Isn't that the same one as number one?
That's
This was the 2025 bill, carryover bill.
yeah, it's not the vehicle for this
Okay.
year.
so that's done. Okay, say no more. Medicaid in-home services funding. HP 702, HD1, SB 88877. Whether right or not.
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking this is done, but I am not sure.
Okay. So that's why these two are on the bottom, so they're probably both out then. Okay.
Yeah. And this was a 2025 carryover bill. as
Oh,
well.
not 20, what was this, 2026, okay. Um. Any public testimony? We just went through all the bills.
I figured that.
Yeah.
My apologies.
But,
I
you know,
was talking with Derek. That's what-
So just really in summary, most of it is up for hearings today.
Today, yeah. Yep,
Conference
yep.
is all happening today.
Right.
Question I have for you, since you just joined us, I haven't seen anything about the Puna meeting happening this afternoon.
About that this morning too.
I just
You
searched.
could,
I
yeah.
just searched.
So I don't think there is one.
So if there isn't one, people are here, we could probably go over to conference stuff. I'm gonna join Kobe with Alzheimer's Association. I gotta sort out which one I'm gonna do. But we could sit in, it's always,
I will double check, but yeah.
yeah, I saw nothing, so.
Oh,
Did anybody else?
something.
Did you see it saying yay or nay?
So we have it in the announcements and
Yeah.
I think I normally put it just because it's normally scheduled for, the first
Oh,
Friday,
okay.
but I didn't see anything.
Maybe that's where I saw.
But like I
this
said, I
in the
haven't gone through all my
announcements.
emails.
Okay,
I don't have anything from Alex since April.
so then the only announcement then for today is that the hearings are going on over at the Capitol if we want to join them. And then at noon, we have our PABEA meeting. And our next meeting here will be Friday, June 5th at 9:30. So we'll know kind of what's going on. What we won't know is what's the governor's doing just yet, but we might know some things. So that's that.
You want to take a picture?
I was waiting for that.
Okay. Okay, everybody just smile. Okay,
Okay.
ready? Hold on.
Do we look at
Actually,
that?
look at
We
the
gotta
owl.
look at this, okay.
By the way, today is Lay Day,
Don't
you
look
know,
at that.
so put on your lays,
I'll
okay?
be like this. Oh yeah, happy Labor Day, everyone.
Happy May Day, lady.
Okay, smile, everybody. Okay, it's all good.
All
Don't
right.
give up
Anything
hope.
else?
Oh, by the way, this is a mental health, starting today, this is Mental Health Month. So the color is green, so we're green, whatever color green you want, because it symbolizes positive mental health.
So it's Older Americans Month and Mental Health Month.
Is
So
this
it's
Old
mental health-
Americans Month?
Well, yeah.
Every May.
Yeah.
That's yet another committee. But
Okay, well,
but
I
it's
didn't see
also
any
Mental
advertisements.
Health, so technically it's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Right.
Starts today. Yeah.
Good.
It's,
By the
it's
way, the,
also full,
governor
it's also
signed the
full, this is
proclamation.
full moon. The full
good.
moon is gonna mess everything up. So today's a full moon in addition to
Yes.
everything going
Okay.
on. We got a full moon.
Okay, so we're gonna adjourn unless there's something else from anybody. So the meeting will be adjourned at 10:05. Short meeting today. Thank you. And we can turn the
Thank
recording
you,
off.
bye.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.